Ladies and gentlemen, dons and donettes everywhere. It's your boy Morgan Heights in the building. Word is Andrew Tate and his scumbag brother's been arrested in Miami on a madness. So we're going to check this thing out. Abba and Preach reporting. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, people. Let's get straight into it.
Andrew Tate.
What?
Andrew Tate will be extradited to a United Kingdom. Let us watch the video to find out what happened.
The brother and sister?
Signing?
So they're in Miami right now, and that's why it's a big deal, because that means that there's an extradition order being them sent to the UK. I will read the charges off afterwards, but let's take a look. Bugatti!
Thank you.
Bugatti! I have 4 Bugattis.
What is, yo, bro, what is Andrew Schultz doing there?
Shut the ass up.
No? All right. My bad.
Yo, why is Andrew Tate look like a purple ballerina? Why is your clothes so tight, brother? How you get arrested in them tight garms, bruv? That's, yeah, man. What's that, bruv?
Oh, we got Justin Wall over here.
Who?
Justin Wall, he was from the documentary. The ginger from the documentary.
Oh, yeah.
Back up. Come on, Tate. Bugatti!
Ballerinas. He's got them 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, buckle some more.
I'm be honest, there's no buckling in that shoe. Those are loafers.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, guys. Loafers, no socks, it just always look off to me. It's just something. And then with the high ankle thing, I don't know why. It just always looks weird.
Yo, I used to wear loafers with no socks on holiday still. There's a picture floating around somewhere in my yard with me in shorts and loafers. I ain't doing that again, though. In fact, I'm going to burn that picture.
Guys, back up. God damn. So you see him being hauled off. He's going to be basically loaded on a plane and sent to the UK to face charges in relation to a new set of charges that he's now been hit after their investigation has followed up. So I'm going to go through that in a second. So what exactly is going on?
Yeah, what happened?
Saying,
Yeah, what's going on?
Same old, no.
Because I thought it was like in Romania.
No, so he's been getting charged in the UK for quite some time, and he's had to go and answer some of those, and court process is fairly long, but now these are actually even more serious crimes. The ones they had before were relatively, these ones are even heightened and probably will make him remain in the UK to face jail time, but he won't be able to just leave, is a suspicion. So why don't we go through it, okay? Yeah. So we have it here from Al Jazeera. You know, I wanted to go to an unbiased news sources. These are Muslim brothers, and we want to make sure that we get a news source that would represent them well.
Yeah, but it's biased. He's Muslim too.
That's the whole point. I want to get the most favorable coverage to some of the best Muslims on this planet.
I don't think they claim him.
Celebrate Christmas and shit. Influencer brothers Andrew and Tristan Tate have been arrested in Miami in the U.S. state Florida after prosecutors in the United Kingdom brought further rape charges as well as trafficking charges. The brothers were taken into custody on Saturday on a sealed warrant, the United States Marshal Service said, placing the U.S. at the center of an international legal saga. I don't really care who they are. So what are the new charges?
Yes.
British prosecutors say there's 59 new charges, 42 against Andrew, 17 against Tristan, related to alleged offenses that took place between 2010 and 2017. Now, the reason why I think that's relevant is it's just before he became famous.
Yes.
So these are relating to alleged victims who are bringing this stuff forth now, and they're going through the whole case with the cops. And so the cops are saying, after looking through all these cases from before he was famous, we think we have enough. They said Andrew was charged with 7 further counts of rape, 3 counts of arranging or facilitating trafficking for exploitation, 3 counts of assault, 19 charges for offense relating to indecent images of a child.
I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. I'm not saying nothing yet.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that is what it says. Hey, man, yo, they threw the pep. Okay.
Look at Preach. Preach is backing up. Preach is not. I don't want nothing to do with this. It's peak.
I probably should look this up.
Yes. What do we consider a child? I don't think it matters.
Generally, a child is defined as anyone under the age of 16, but there are offenses that are designed to give greater protection to those under the age of 13, and others where the definition of child extends to anyone under the age of 18. Oof. Okay, I'm getting it now. So it don't mean that this guy's like a... Because I remember this guy, he had some clips. Do you guys remember those clips? He said so many freaky things.
I try not to remember that.
Tate saying about underage... He said something. I actually will pull that up because I remember watching that clip. This was before he was famous. Here it is. Bro, it's crazy you can just Google this shit so fast.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck would I read for you? You've got a fit sister who's 16, maybe.
Muslims have the best frame on earth. I want a virgin wife at 16 who's going to obey me. That's what I want.
You know, you said it looks like I'm in a teenage girl's bedroom.
Yeah.
To some people, that would be an insult, but to me, I find that quite flattering, to be honest. You know, like, that's exactly what you'd expect.
I'm fucking all these 15-year-old.
You know who one of the guys was? That was Candace Owens' husband.
Two girls have claimed Andrew Tate approached them on social media when they still attended school.
PhD is a pimp and hose degree. So the recruitment process is, you message them on Instagram.
I was contacted by Andrew Tate, the older of the Tate brothers, 3 years ago when I was just 16.
Daria was 16 when she says she received a private message on Instagram 2 years ago from Andrew Tate's account. It read simply, Romanian girl, followed by a strawberry emoji.
What do you inbox the woman? I live in Bucharest, Romania. It doesn't matter if I'm in London, Bucharest, Moscow, anywhere I am. I just say Bucharest ? Or Moscow ? Or London ? Sometimes, because like I said, intrigue, I'll put a completely pointless emoji on the end. Some cherries, or an orange, or a strawberry.
These men are nasty, man. These men are nasty dons. Let's just make everything clear. Because what's he talking about on here? How he's drawing teenage girls, how he's going to different ends and drawing teenage girls and sending them direct messages with emojis, bruv. And he knows that he's targeting the young girls because they're more impressionable and will more than likely be able to come around and for him to do what he's doing. Brother, listen, obviously this is something that's ongoing. So all of this is alleged, but he's saying it directly on video. He's incriminated himself bare time. How's this? Yo, brethren.
Other friends and my classmates who were also 15, 16 at the time. And a couple of them also told me they received messages.
So I messaged her. She's like, I'm only 16. I was like, give a fuck. Not about me. I've got my main, my bottom, Vivian. So Vivian here, that's how it started. I met Vivian in Slovakia. We had a long-term relationship thing. I was living in England. I moved her to England to be with me to start doing my webcam company. So Vivian's been with me 6 years.
So he's been with Vivian for 6 years, right?
Because Vivian's younger. Vivian's like 21.
Vivian's 21. And at this point, he's been a girlfriend for 6 years.
There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends. There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends. From 10 years ago.
Hey, stupid. I didn't say the word listen. Did I say listen?
Hello everyone, I just wanted to say something about the video that's been released recently about me and my ex-boyfriend Andrew Tate. Andrew is my still great friend. What you guys saw on the video is just what we used to do. It was just pure game.
I remember this video where he's beating her with a belt, and then she came out and said, "Oh no, this is some kinky thing that they're not on." But I think he paid her to allegedly. He paid her to obviously cover this thing up. Yeah, these men have been on scumbag movements for the longest. Get them out of here, man.
He's a great guy. He would never hurt anyone.
There's a video from 10 years ago that showed me in a sexual act with one of my ex-girlfriends.
This is what happens if you don't listen. Look at the camera. Why are you getting hit?
It's like taking the virginity of a really beautiful woman. I get to have this experience and no one else gets to have it again. It is a little bit better, but the real pleasure is in the fact that somebody else would love to have this, and I get it.
Lock his ass up. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
That's why this is good.
That makes sense. I'll give you that. I agree with that.
When you are in the true abundance mindset of you can have the pick of the crop, you can have the world's most attractive women. I mean, one of my main chicks has 200,000 Instagram followers, and I took her virginity when she was 17. It's an abundance mindset. Yeah. I have so many girlfriends.
Yo, managers talking up the thing like that. Rotted. Manager saying the whole thing on cam in 4K. Nah.
And so many wonderful girlfriends. There's so many virgins.
She was a Polish virgin. Man, it hurt her at every moment that I was doing it, but it felt good for me. So who gives a shit?
And there's also been other incidents where even in Romania, he was DMing girls that are underage knowingly. It was like, I remember a lot of clips. I did not know that this also involved images. That means that he probably kept either film videos or kept images of some of the younger ladies. So it says here, Tristan was charged with 1 count of assault, 2 counts of rape, and 3 counts of arranging or facilitating trafficking. We have decided to prosecute Andrew Tate and Tristan for furthering offenses, including rape, arranging, or facilitating trafficking for exploitation, offenses relating to indecent images of a child. The UK Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, said in a statement. Since the arrest warrant was sealed, the U.S. Marshals did not disclose the charges on which the Tate brothers were arrested. Their lawyer, Joseph McBride, said the brothers are innocent. We are confident that once a competent judge sees the facts and once the Department of Justice confronts the egregious abuse of its own authority, Andrew and Tristan will walk free. What are the other charges against the Tate brothers? Andrew Tate and Tristan face multiple charges in the UK and Romania, where they are removed to in 2016. 4 women have accused him of all kinds of different things. The claimants who have been granted anonymity allege the elder Tate subjected them to physical and sexual violence. In June, the UK court threw out a legal bid by the Tates to be told the names of their accuser. In Romania, the siblings were arrested in late 2022 along with 2 Romanian women. I do want to say one thing, because some people get mad about the not naming of the names, and I understand that. I agree. Mm-hmm. I will say these guys have involved themselves in witness tampering. Yep. They have involved themselves in intimidating some of the people who are part of the investigation. I remember during one of the investigations for the Romania thing, they got 2 of the girls who work for them, who are co-conspirators, to go after one of the girls to tell them to shut up and basically keep them quiet. Mm-hmm. If you do engage in witness intimidation and stuff like that, I do think that's drastically different. All right, so let's find out if they're going to be extradited. Will the Tates be extradited to the UK? The CPS has requested their extradition of the Tates from the US. It said, adding that the latest charge stemmed from receipt of new evidence from Bedfordshire police that brings the total number of alleged victims in the Tates count to 7. The British police previously sought the Tates extradition, but in February 2025, they were allowed to leave Romania after authorities lifted the travel restriction. They flew to Florida on a private jet. Romania's foreign minister said that at the time, the U.S. official in the Trump administration had expressed interest in the brothers' legal case in Romania. Trump said he knew nothing about it. I do think, and that's a whole political thing, but people who invest in the Trump coins and all the other cryptos that's tied to the organization of his family, and the fact that they get preferential treatment from a legal standpoint is one of the most horrendous parts of this whole thing. Because it's this is an autonomous country, and here you are using your political influence to help people who paid into your own personal finances or the finances of your family. There's something that's super fucking corrupt about that. But I also think it's kind of crazy that we got these guys going to potentially go to jail before any of the people from Epstein's Island. You just gotta give.
And nothing is disclosed about that. Well, a couple of things were disclosed, and from what we know, they should be. From what was disclosed, someone should be prosecuted.
Yeah, I totally agree with Aber and Preach. But we're talking about the government. The government are going to cover up and do as much as they can to deflect and keep themselves out of prison. Unless someone inside actually goes, you know what, these men have been doing this and this is the evidence, then it's going to be very difficult to prosecute people in the government. But you see, Andrew Tate and his brother, they're not They might have a little bit of bread, but they're not official. Listen, no one's bigger than the program. This phrase keeps coming up. No one's bigger than the program. And at the end of the day, if these men are actually doing this madness, how they're just brazenly talking on the cam, what they're doing with girls in their teens and their early teens, get them out of here, man. I don't give a damn. Like, whoever's really on this thing with youths and that, get them out of here. Bun them up.
At the end of the day, it's going to be a long, lengthy legal process. Looks like they're throwing dozens and dozens of charges at them. You know, when you're looking at 60 plus charges in one country and 40 in the other. We'll see how it goes. My suspicion is that with that many charges and that many different people, and the fact that they've been investigating this for so long, they're going to get them somewhere. Whether it be for the tax evasion, the trafficking, based off all the evidence I even got leaked for some of the cases, I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to be in for a very long time. I think that's probably why they're enjoying themselves right now. I think part of them knows that they might be fucked very soon, so they live in their life.
Their time is borrowed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know about that, because I thought that something would have happened in Romania. Actually, I was not even sure. I was saying, yeah, nothing's gonna happen. I really doubt something was happening. You were adamant that something would happen in Romania. Nothing happened, really.
Well, how does nothing happen? The case is still ongoing.
It's still ongoing?
Yeah. You know, the crazy thing about court cases is they last years. And depending on the severity of it and what country you're in, the processes are very, very, very different. And also, because cases get more complex and more things get added, sometimes prosecutors delay, and they file later because they want to add on more. They don't want to do a whole thing where they run multiple court cases. And so, it's possible there's incompetence involved. There's possible there's a lot of different things. But the Romanian stuff is not done. They still have to answer to that. It just means that while they're going through this lengthy process, they didn't want to restrict their freedoms because that would be unconstitutional, or at least against their rights. Because you can't just hold someone somewhere if you're not ready to present your case on like a 4-year hold. That's too much is what they determined. So, listen, we have to see it all play out. Like I said, these are very complex legal systems in foreign countries that we don't know. But if I had to guess, if you were asking me to be a betting man, I think they're going.
Something's going to go down.
We'll let you guys know when they get more updates on that.
If these men get extradited to the UK, here is peak. They probably now, with their lawyers, are fighting to stay in the US. Because, if they get sent back home, they're gonna be food. It's gonna be food. Them man are nasty dons. Them man there for bun up. That's the long and short of it. I'm not taking back my talk. To be fair, I don't like none of them anyway. So it's not like sometimes when I do reactions, I don't even have a judgment on the person. I just talk about the situation, talk about the allegations, talk about the news or whatever it is. What it is. But this situation, especially when it comes to minors, and you lot are talking brazenly online about how you're doing this madness, how you're running this thing. Yeah, bro. We'll see. As of what's today, Tuesday 21st, there isn't any more news there isn't any more updates. So we'll wait and see. Tell me what you think in the comments, people. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Morgan Heights in the building. I'll see you next time. Peace.